Hello students, myself Yamuna, working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic, Ramnagar. Today we'll discuss mobile and wireless communications. It's unit 6 of advanced communication subject for 5th semester electronics and communication diploma engineering students. So first, we'll discuss the principle of digital telephony. So telephony means transmission of speech over long distance. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ದೂರದವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ಡ್ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. Public means anyone can connect to it. Switched means anyone can communicate with anyone. ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ these these systems were manual and operator oriented, and not to overcome the limitations of switching system, electronic switching systems came into existence. So these electronic switching systems are performed by the functions of these electronic switching systems are performed by microprocessors with necessary software with a set of instructions. And set of instructions ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮು. ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮನ್ನು these programs are executed sequentially by the microprocessor. Hence, these systems are also called stored program control systems. So evolution of mobile radio communication. So the first mobile service was introduced in 1940s. So in United States, and those systems were constrained by restricted mobility, low capacity, limited service, and poor speech quality. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀ 100 to 300 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾಟ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ speech was not clear. So, and one more thing is the equipment was heavy, bulky, expensive, and susceptible to interference. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ equipment ತುಂಬ ಭಾರವಾಗಿತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಕಾಮನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ in order to overcome these limitations, mobile communication was introduced in the late 1980s. So the first generation is called 1G, second generation is called 2G, third generation is 3G, and 4G, fourth generation is called 4G. So we'll discuss now these cellular networks. So first generation is also called as analog cellular system because it used analog frequency modulation technique for the transmission of voice messages with the two separate bands for downlink and uplink transmissions. So this system is also known as frequency division duplex. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿನ, ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಟು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಟು ಬೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಟೂ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸೀಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ frequency division duplex. And the most prominent first generation cellular networks are AMS, ETACS, NMT, and NTT, that is Advanced Mobile Phone System, European Total Access Communication System, ETACS, Nordic Mobile Telephone, NMT, and Nippon Telegraph and Telephone Cellular System. So these are the first generation cellular networks. So now the features of AMS and ETACS. So AMS, the multiple access technique used in AMPS is FDMA. FDMA, that is frequency division multiple access. So both in AMPS and ETACS, multiple access method is FDMA, and duplexing method is frequency division duplex. And channel bandwidth is 30 kilohertz for AMPS, 25 kilohertz for ETACS. Channels per carrier is 1 for both AMPS and ETACS, and uplink frequency is 824 to 849, and downlink frequency is 869 to 894 for AMPS, and 890 to 915 uplink frequency for ETACS, and 935 to 960 downlink frequency for ETACS. And voice modulation technique is frequency modulation techniques both in amps and ETAGs, and data modulation technique is frequency shift keying. And number of channels is 832 for amps and 1000 for ETAGs. And data rate is 10 kilobits per second for amps and 8 kilobits per second for ETAGs. And amps was introduced in USA, ETAGs was introduced in Europe. So this Nordic mobile telephone was developed in Nordic countries like Denmark, Finland, Norway, and Sweden. Uh, this NMT systems was operated in 450 megahertz with a bandwidth of 25 kilohertz. Whereas Nippon Telegraph and Telephone, that is NTT Cellular System, was developed by Japan with a frequency of 400 megahertz and channel bandwidth of 800 megahertz with a spacing of 25 kilohertz. And this was not well received because of its high cost. Next is second generation. So the second generation systems is also called as a multiple digital systems because second generation wireless networks was designed to provide paging and other data services such as fast mile and high data rate network access, and it was designed to improve the transmission quality, system capacity, and coverage. ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ in order to improve the transmission quality, system capacity, and coverage, this second generation system was designed. And second generation cellular systems are DAMs, developed by a North American TDMA system, Global System for Mobile Communication, that's a European standard, and CDMA system, which is based on IS 95 standard, that is interim standard. IS means interim standard 95, developed by North and South America, Japan, Korea, and China, and personal digital cellular, that is a Japanese standard. Features of DAMS, GSM, and CDMA. So the standards of DAMS is IS 54, and GSM is GSM 11, and for CDMA it is IS 95. Multiple access technique for DAMS is TDMA bar, FDD, and for GSM TDMA, FDMA, and FDD. Whereas for CDMA, that is CDMA, that is code division multiple access. Channel bandwidth is 30 kilohertz, and for GSM 200 kilohertz, and for CDMA it is 1.23 megahertz. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬೆಡ್ತು ಡಿ ಆಮ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿ ಡಿ ಎಮ್ ಎ ನಲ್ಲಿ 1.23, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬೆಡ್ತ್. And channels per carrier, that is 3 full rate and 6 off rate, and 8 full rate and 16 off rate, and 32 to 8 bit 82 bit for CDMA. And uplink frequency is 824 to 849 for DMs, and 890 to 915 for GSM, and 824 to 849 for CDMA. And downlink frequency band is 869 to 894 for DMs, and 935 to 960 for GSM, and 869 to 894 for CDMA. And modulation technique is pi by 4 DQPSK for DMs, GMSK for GSM, and OQPSK for CDMA. So these mobile station power levels are 2.2 milliwatts to 6 watts, and for GSM 3.7 milliwatts to 20 watts for GSM, and 10 nanowatts to 1 watt. So CDMA requires very less power. So you can compare ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ DAMS, GSM ಮತ್ತು CDMA ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ CDMA requires less power. And the DAMS was introduced in USA, and in GSM was introduced in Europe, and CDMA was introduced in USA and Korea. So third generation UMTS, third generation system. So this is also called as UMTS system. So this the features of main features of third generation cellular system are high data rate services and advanced multimedia services. Advanced multimedia services ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟಾನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, and next is global roaming. So third generation system is also called as a universal mobile telecommunication system. for advanced mobile personal services because it increased transmission speed to 2 megabits per second for mobile user and establishes a global roaming standard. And the main characteristics of third generation system are known as IMT 2000. IMT ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ International Mobile Telecommunications, and 2000 represents both the scheduled year and the frequency range of 2000 megahertz ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವೈಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ IMT 2000. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ UMTS, that is Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. So the main features are intelligent network services, enhanced speech decoder and decoder, enhanced full rate, high data rate services, general packet radio service, that is GPRS, and enhanced data rates for the GSM evolution. So these are the main features of third generation. So fourth generation. So fourth generation is a mix of new concepts and technologies, and some of the new ideas are derived from 3G. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಐಡಿಯಾಸನ್ನು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಜನರೇಷನಿಂದ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. And some features are bandwidth efficiency, dynamic bandwidth allocation, quality of service, security, and next generation digital transceiver technologies, and self-organizing networks, and future concerns that have yet to be recognized. So these are the main features of fourth generation. So this is a overview of 1G, 2G, 3G, and fourth generation, and difference between 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. So first generation mobile network was introduced in 1980s, second generation in 1993, third generation in 2001, and fourth generation in 2009. And the prominent networks of first generation are AMS, NMT, and ETAX. And second generation is IS-95 GSM. Third generation's networks are IMT 2000 and WCDMA. And fourth generation networks are LTE and WiMAX. Multiple access method is FDMA for first generation, TDMA and CDMA. TDMA is time division multiple access, code division multiple access in second generation, and third generation is CDMA, and in fourth generation also it is multiple access technique is CDMA only. And speed is for first generation is 2.4 kilobits per second to 14.4 kilobits per second, and for second generation it is 14.4 kilobits per second. Third generation is 3.1 megabits per second, and fourth generation is 100 megabits per second. ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ 2.4 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ 100 ಮೆಗಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಮೊ ಡೇಟಾ ರೇಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್, this is first generation is the first wireless communication, whereas second generation is digital version of first generation, whereas in third generation speed increment as well as the digital broadband, and fourth generation is very high speed and all IP internet protocol. It's based on internet protocol, and features are voice only in first generation, and it was analog, bandwidth was analog, whereas in second generation multiple users on a single channel, and in third generations multimedia features also introduced, and video call is also introduced in third generation. In fourth generation high speed and real time stream ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸು, ಸೊ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸು, ಸೊ ವಿರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್, all are the all are the features of fourth generation. And bandwidth is analog for the first generation, and 25 megahertz for second generation, and 25 megahertz for third generation, and 100 megahertz for fourth generations. So these are the differences of first, second, third, fourth generation of cellular system. Okay, thank you.